everything else here. How's that? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yes, I'm using the monitor as a mirror. Because I can't use the monitor for anything else. I have my camera right here. I have to remember, don't look over here or you get my lovely profile. Look right here. Hi, welcome to Tuesday morning where everything is not right because it's morning and I don't do mornings. But that's okay. I like this Tuesday morning. Good morning, Kay. I'm having a morning. I usually like to do crafts on these Tuesday mornings. You know, something different, right? Cross stitch or whatever, but the something different today is spinning on the Nano. I have not spun on the Nano on the stream for a long time, and I have little bits and pieces of stuff to finish up. So that's what's on the agenda for today. So happy Tuesday morning. I hope you all are getting a good start to the week. I have errands to run later. We have groceries to buy, and it's going to get super hot, and I just wanted to get this going this morning. So I'm on an hour earlier. Grab your cup of coffee or tea and join me with spinning or knitting or whatever. Please forgive me. I have this totally set up different, but I'm kind of back to the way I was when I had my spinning wheel set up on the table. So let me change this. I have to look back to the computer monitor. Everything got all mixed up when I put this table up behind me to do the combing, right? And it's still all mixed up, but that looks really good. That's about as good as I can get. There's my Nano. I have, as you can see, some brown fiber. I'm going to put a different one on and finish. You can't see it. This little bit. This is, what is this? Shetland? Let me see here. Cordell. Walnut dyed Cordell is what this is. But before I get started on the spinning, I have two things to figure out here. I have a battery pack, and I have, I think, what's a battery pack with an on-off switch. Did not realize I had two battery packs. This all came about when last Friday when I went to visit my friend, and I took my Nano with me, and I all of a sudden realized that I didn't have any of the battery packs and cords correctly with me. And I couldn't figure out why, because I keep everything in a box and I thought I had everything. But I had laid the one battery pack out beside the Nano, this one here, and I just grabbed it, and it doesn't go into my Nano. This is the charging cord, okay? So I wasn't set up right, and I fortunately had just my regular plug, and I plugged it in, and I spun this. So now what I want to do is see if, first of all, I'm pretty sure this one works. I'm going to deal with the one that's already plugged into it right now first. Once I get another bobbin on it. Well, before I do that, I need to go ahead and run it through there. Yep. Like that. All right. I have not bought any extra drive bands. I live in fear that something's going to break on this. I really need to order those. All right. So I know this works, and the on-off switch is only for the battery itself. It is not for the Nano. Okay. I don't know what this is for. Oh, I bet you I could put a foot pedal on there to turn it on and off. Imagine. Okay. I have two bobbins that are just like totally entwined and tied to each other. I'm having trouble with words this morning. Here we go. All right. The other thing happened when on Friday I didn't have my little, this thing had fallen off, right? Even though it's magnetic, I was like, I had to borrow my fiber catching tool from the carding setup in order to thread my Nano. Oh, but we improvise, don't we? We improvise. All right. I'm going to start here. It's so much easier when you have the right little tool. Yes, 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 it is. You did get the extra drive band recently, and then right after I got some elastic pieces at work that I'm saving for backups. Ooh. I know, I keep looking. I tried hair bands, they didn't work. I think I had too thick of a elastic hairband. But yeah, I gotta kind of keep my eye out for something. All right, now before I start spinning, I know that this works. And it shows, it's a battery and it shows it's charged, but I have to turn it off or I'll lose the charge. Now, this is not. Okay, this is a real senior moment. I am like, oh my gosh. No wonder. I wondered how I had two batteries. This is not a battery. This is a external drive for storing stuff. Okay, we'll put that back behind the computer and use that way it's supposed to be used. Oh, good grief. All right, that was my joke for today. So, there we go. Hopefully this is... I have been known to tape this down in the past. I'll see how it goes. You're surprised you haven't lost the hook yet? Yeah, I know what you mean. It was some pieces that came off a display we would have just tossed away. Oh? Yeah. You know, sometimes when you get packaging, things that are instead of there is kind of a stretchy cord on that sometimes. But shoot, I haven't bought anything for a long time. But I sometimes I remember seeing that kind of stuff. So maybe that would work. I have a question. Okay, have you plied on your... Oh, I gotta turn this on. Have you plied on your little Nano? Because I haven't. I have never switched the switch to the, go the other direction kind of thing. So I'm a little curious. Oh, that's a first. I have never just started right up and it spun. I've usually had to fiddle and fiddle and fiddle. Look at that. Am I in the camera? Yeah, I am. Sorta. I could be a little better. Let me see if I can figure out a little better angle here. Maybe like that. You have? Okay. Went off. It went fine. Yeah, they are very similar. Oh, I can't believe it. Thank goodness. I wonder if that's what I took with me on Friday. It might have been. No wonder it didn't work. I have a plug right here. I can always plug it in because, of course, my Roberta is electric and it's always plugged in too. So I just wanted to make sure the battery worked, and I went down to 3 things. I really need to kind of run it down and then charge it up good again. All right. Yay, that's going good. I didn't weigh this fiber, so I have no idea if it's going to ply out. The bobbin's filled up fast. Okay. I may try plying today. This little bit. That would be a good experiment. I didn't weigh this, though. I just started spinning the top. This is just a little bit of this top that had been combed up. There wasn't much, and I thought I'd go ahead and make just a tiny little skein of it on the Nano. It's amazing what I'm finding as I'm going through and cleaning out bins, and I'm just dealing with it as I come to it. So I'm certainly spinning a lot variety. Wait till you see the roll logs I made. They are 100% silk. I don't know how they're going to spin. I hope they spin really good. I'm going to try spinning those on here too next after this. And then I have a tiny bag of just like maybe a dozen locks of fiber that I thought I'd dog comb and spin on here. I could, I suppose, just keep going on the bobbins, fill them up. I mean, I can separate the yarns after I'm done. I haven't done that before. Can't think of any reason that it wouldn't work plying. I would have to maybe remove some from a bobbin to get to the next level. What I'm thinking is I can go ahead and do the locks on this same bobbin since there's such a small amount. That's what I'm going to do. Then I'll spin the silk. I have to look back and see. It looks good in the screen. Okay, gotta move my hook. Oh, I have so much to comb. So much to comb. Then picking fiber and gathering that, and I'm going to set the combing system back up today or tomorrow. Probably not today, since we're going to be gone most of today. All right, we're going to be practical here and actually weigh these bobbins in the fiber I got left. Let's do this right. Let's be scientific. Since I know these weigh exactly the same, since they 3D print them. The music sounds a little loud. Turn it down a little bit. Okay, I may have called it right if this is, it is. Oh my goodness. I didn't need to do that. It would have worked. Oh, ye of little faith. It would have worked. It just looks like there's more fiber on here. Oh, that's, I see why. I didn't really see that. Okay. Nope. That went too thin. Would help if I could see these little bumps ahead of time instead of catching them after the fact. And I can if I actually take time to look. There they are right there. They went through the top, the combs, probably because I pulled too hard. So I pulled them from the back, those neps. Normally you shouldn't have neps in your top. Okay. Now I'm going to park that and get my white box out. Oh, maybe there's more here than I thought. Oh, let me see. This is the white Shetland. Oh, wow. Nice locks, huh? You know, I think this might need the Roberta. Okay, changing my mind. Gonna do this on the Roberta. Oop. Two bobbins would fit side by side here. Would that work? Where's my other bobbin? Nope. Oh man, they are so close, but they're not gonna fit side by side. All right. Gotta change the direction here. Do I have... No, I don't have both. Okay. Oh, it's not gonna do it. If I don't have... drive bands on. Come on. think that I'm mostly concerned. Yeah, pull in is an issue. It is not pulling in. Okay. That is the biggest issue. Oh. Let me put this down here too. There we go. Of course, the one bobbin's been sitting a while, but the other one is refreshed, so it's got some twist in there that it's gonna make it a problem. But oh, I also see did something stupid there. Okay. All right, no problemo, no problema. Applies just fine. I had heard some people saying it didn't want to go the opposite direction very well. Yeah, I'm going to pull it right into my lap here if I pull too hard. I'm, trying to smooth out all the twists and crinkles and all right, I'm getting a little over twisted. Not too bad. Won't go quite as fast then. Seems to be no in between here. It's either like real slow or real fast. You pretty sure you did that once or twice? Yeah. The pad I have underneath it is a mouse mat, and one side is real slick and the other side is real grippy. Because you want a slick side, right? I really need something that's grippy on both sides. Something different than a mouse mat. But yippee, it's doing fine. Trying to get there we go. Trying to get my two singles separated so I can put better tensioning on them. Almost done. Okay, this is not 4-star, 5-star yarn, but it's not bad. Looky there. I pretty much ended together just like it measured out. Oh, no, I didn't. I have a lot left on the one bobbin. I lied. Okay. Let me see what I can do here. Oh, well, if you use a leader, good grief. That's just some yarn I had spun on there. I'll leave that. It has a very short leader otherwise. So yeah, this works really good for sampling. This is not something I would do when I fill the bobbins up. Obviously, trying to ply onto another bobbin just gives you small amounts of skeins of yarn. I'm always going to ply these on the Roberta if I fill the bobbins up. Didn't happen to fill them up this time, so worked just fine. Alrighty. I am going to show the... Okay. Silk. So this is the silk that I'm going to spin next. It's called Recycled Sari Silk. It is from Paradise Fibers. I bought 4 different colors of this, and this is second bag. This is 4 ounces. All right, I've already been working on the other because I bought 8 altogether. All right, this is the problem. It is extremely short. Okay, so if I want to draft, I am like just barely pulling out right? It doesn't like drafting well. And it is also very chunky, right? It's just got little bits of stuff in it, all sorts of stuff. So when I spun it by trying to, on my Roberta, by trying to draft it like that, I did get a 2-ply yarn. It is, I'm sorry, this is the single. I am currently ready to ply this, and I'm going to do it on the Roberta. All right. It's not bad, right? It really isn't. It looked worse when I was spinning it. And since it looked worse, I thought I would come up with a different way to process it and spin it, not try to do it in the drafting way like I was doing. So that explains why I made, with my blending board, these rologs of this fiber. And I think I have enough for 9 for each bobbin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me double check that. It might be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is. It's 8. 8 each bobbin. Okay, so that's better. So I don't know if it's going to spin better or not, but I'm going to do it on a Nano, not the Roberta, and I'm going to try spinning these from Rolog. You got some merino from Paradise Fiber, and you were eyeing the silk. Well, this, I don't know what, I'm sure they have other kinds of silk too. This is the sari, and what they do is they take the fabrics that somebody makes to make saris, and whatever remnants they are, they chop it up and make this to spin. That's why it's called recycle. It's not like they chop up saris. I don't think. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's the fabric that they're using to make the saris. What they have left over, they're chopping up and making this. And they're all beautiful, vivid colors. I mean, the colors are gorgeous. You probably, if you've looked at their website, I'm sure you've looked at that and the other, um, other colors. And I'm going to have a lot of it. I really wanted to spin it on the Roberta. And I may continue to. If once I apply that and figure out if I like it or not, I'll decide. But this finishes up the first 4 ounces by doing it the 2 different ways. It looks so neon on the... Kind of hard to draft. I have to pull pretty hard. Coming out thick and thin. Keeping that drafting zone as tiny as I can to keep the same amount of silk going into it so I don't get the thick and thin. It's still coming out way thicker than I wanted. Oh, what's going on here? Actually, it's not over twisted. Looks over twisted in some area, the thinner areas, but I think I'm going to add just a tad more pull in. Come on. Damn. Come on. It is so grippy. It doesn't want to draft very well from a roll log. Not my best spin here. Not my most satisfying spin. Still, it is doing what I had hoped the roll log would do, which was present a more equalized drafting zone. I'll tell you what, I have enough bobbins. I may do these and then go to that white locks after all, just to give me a break from this. I don't think I want to do the second bobbin right away. Need to fill this in, I think. Too much twist. I'm going too fast. By the way, I could disappear at any point in time, and I may not come back if I do because um, we are getting our internet wiring replaced in the valley I live in. And they're doing it Tuesdays through Thursdays. It really only affects my Tuesday morning stream. Thursday evening, they won't be working. So I decided, well, I'll just take the risk. But yeah. Anyway, we lost our internet last night, last evening for a while, around supper time, which probably was related to that too, even though they just, I don't know, they're just replacing the wiring because they say it has so many cracks and breaks, it's undependable. Get a lot of what they call noise. So, anyway, hopefully they get done soon. I will say they were nice. They've took money off of our monthly bill for all the outage times that has already occurred. Yeah, I don't know that this fixed this any better than what I got with the spinning it with the Roberta, but it's a little easier to manage. So it's not necessarily a better single, but it's easier to manage. I say as I can't draft it at all. It's just coming out in chunks. Well, that's disappointing. Maybe I can loosen this up a little bit. Must be hooked over the hook. Yep. You can tell when it stops pulling in. Tons of twist builds up. Wonder if I'll get rid of the rest of these colors or suffer through spinning them. Maybe I could blend it with something. They're so pretty by themselves though. Okay. Glad there's only 8. Won't take too long to spin them. Man, I just zoned out. Focused really hard on this, trying to concentrate, getting it. All right. I'm gonna take a stretch break in. Yawn break. Oh. Some of these I don't have as much fiber in there. They're not as compacted and they're a little easier. I think I overdid on some of the Rologs as fiber I put in there. The amount. All right, this is really clumped. I need to. And you keep wrapping that hook. I don't know why. Yeah, this one's kind of thick. At least this smell doesn't have any kind of smell. I have gotten raw silk clothing, and I basically had to get rid of it. I couldn't stand the smell. I could never get rid of the smell. Put me asleep. It's so, oh man, I am zoning out so much. Wow. Oh, goodness. I didn't get an unbroken night of sleep last night, unfortunately. And I'm a little sleepy today. So last Sunday when I was streaming and talking about what to cook for supper, I said I was hungry for tuna and noodle, and I made that, and it tasted good. I have a couple more servings because hubby won't eat it. But now I'm hungry for a soup. I'm not real sure what kind of soup. Maybe a potato leek soup. I have some leeks in the freezer. I won't. Uh, I can buy them fresh. Sometimes it's hit and miss whether the store has them, but I haven't made my Atkins turbo soup for a long time. That has bacon and chicken. I mean, it's high protein, but it also has, it's best if you can find chard. I love it if I can find chard and mushrooms, which I love. I really like the soup. My problem was when I was truly dieting, I got really tired of it, right? You ate it every day, multiple times a day. But that I might make that a pot of that. It makes a lot if I make the full recipe. I may go ahead and make that. If I go to, I can't find chard in the grocery store. They just never carry it anymore. They used to years ago, but if I start going to farmer's market, I might be able to get it. I might be able to find it. I just don't like it with any other greens, like kale, which is the most common that you can find to use. Four more to go. I'm half done. Not bad. Going pretty good. Okay, what am I hooked up with down here? Oh, the dog comb. All right. acting like it doesn't want to pull in as good. I'm wondering if the weight means I need more pull in. Nope, it is not pulling in. What's going on here? You're wrapped on the hook. That's why. Okay. Don't have much to talk about this morning. We've been getting a lot of visits from deer, um, partly because the field in front of our house is planted in soybeans and they are, up just that delicious, tender, crunchy. The deer love them. Fortunately, there's only 3 deer. They can't really demolish the field. They just graze along the edge, which is the tree line. I'm sure the farmer is not real happy about it, but he's not around much. And we like seeing the deer. That didn't join well. They hide in the tree line beside the field because there's a creek that runs along there too. So they got water and they've got cover, and they come out and graze or munch on the edge where there's little saplings to chew on and stuff like that. When he alternates beans and corn When he plants corn, they don't bother the field, but the birds do, especially right as those seeds sprout and you get those itty bitty little sprouts. Just it's like the bird wants the sprout and the seed together, especially big birds like crows and stuff. This is a partial one of the short ones. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This is Cindy. Okay. Yeah, the account open. Oh, um, Canton, Ohio. Okay. Okay. And so we could handle that independently, you're saying. Okay, let me talk to him this evening or and call you back. Okay? Is there another? But PNC is the only one, right? That you can't deal with. Like you don't have subsidiaries or other banks that. Okay. I'm not sure where the road might be, but I'll check with him. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I will call you back then. Thank you. Bye bye. All right. I apologize. I probably didn't mute everything. Um, Banking that I've been dealing with for my mother. And hopefully, oh yeah, I probably didn't have the right one muted. Okay, whatever. It's not important. And I probably won't post this one publicly on YouTube. Some of them I post publicly, but most of them they're there for my record. They're stored there. It's where I store the streams. It's getting close enough to 2 hours that once I finish this, I think I will go ahead and end the stream. Get a bite to eat before we take off. Do not want to go to the grocery store hungry. That is dangerous. Right, you must be hooked. So you are not. Yep. You're not feeding on the way you're supposed to here. Whoa, that woke me up. I was falling asleep, I think. Okay, pull it right out of my hand. Fortunately, the big chunk of silk on the end here kept it from running off the. Hi, Frolic. My goodness, it's been forever since I've seen you. Welcome. You hit me with about 5 more minutes left in the stream. Sorry, I've been on almost 2 hours, and I'm gonna finish this one row log up, and then I will be done. I am spinning silk. How has everything been with you? I have hills and valleys here in my bobbin. Maybe I can fill it in. You're working. Oh, that's fine. I run into that streaming this time of the weekday, but I like to stream different times. Um, catch people at different times. You're all good, enjoying the warm weather, but not when you have so much weeding to do. Oh, I know. We mow. I am not gardening this year, but we do mow. So we're out in the weather doing the mowing. So it's very nice that you stop by and say hello, and I hope you have a good work day. Oh, this isn't pulling in. Must be wrapped. Yep. These 8 row logs were about a half an ounce of silk. Hard to believe, isn't it? Hardly anything, half an ounce. Flower beds got out of control in the last couple years. You're also excited for Turtle Fleece since you learned to spin for it last year. It'll be a 1 year anniversary. Yay! I know it's going to be here July 1st. I have lots and lots and lots of fiber processed, ready to go. So I can concentrate on it. I have asked hubby to help me rearrange the living room so that I can set up my Ashford in there and spin on my Ashford while I watch the tour. And of course, I'll be spinning on my Roberta in here during the streams. I don't know if I'll add more streams or not. I have done that in the past, where I've added, went ahead and tried to stream all of the tour. I'm not sure I'm going to do that this year, unless I find a time that doesn't affect the rest of our day, because there is a lot going on in the summertime. Veggie! Hello, you. You guys must all be on lunch. Am I right? Almost done with this. Got a pretty much, for a ½ ounce, got a pretty good bobbin full there. About half a bobbin. I guess these bobbins will hold about an ounce, depending on how thick you spin it. Sorta. Sorta lunch. Well, it's going to be my lunch because I am going to be signing off. I got on early this morning. We have errands to run, and so I told hubby I'd go ahead and stream early and get it out of the way, and whoop, I think it's telling me I'm done. This little bit can just go somewhere else. Maybe the next bobbin. Let me stick that back there. All right. I have this green fiber everywhere. Go to full face. So Veggie, I'll tell you the joke that happened while you were not here. I was setting this thing up, the Nano up, right? And I was going, now I have 2 batteries. This is what I was saying. I have 2 batteries. I don't remember having 2 batteries. I have, the one that has the little switch on it, and I have this one, right? I'm like, I don't remember that and it doesn't fit, and I can't find the cord, and then it dawned on me this was my external drive that I store stuff on. I was like, I'm trying to use it for a battery. That was a real senior moment. Yeah, I was like, oh, that is so funny. So I worked it out, and I only have 1 battery, and it has a switch on it, and it has a little jack port that I guess I could put a pedal, or what you and I were talking about on Snoring Cats. So I haven't looked into it, but I realized that it had a Y connector adapter, and that's probably what I can use to put on there. So I am going to be back Thursday night, probably 6, 7, somewhere in there, Eastern Standard Time. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, it'll be spinning. You probably on the Roberta, maybe on the Nano here, while I'll do a second bobbin. I have 8 more of these rologs to spin up for a second bobbin before I apply this silk. And then we'll see. Yeah, you thought it looked like external. I know it was. I know it's an external. I was like, why didn't I remember that before I tried to use it for a battery? Anyway, you all have a great week. I'll be back Thursday. Take care, everybody. I feel like I need to look over here at the monitor, but of course my camera's right here. So bye. Have a good day, everyone. Thanks for stopping by.